welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Sophia if you're new here, and if you are new, please consider subscribing. My husband and I are a military family who recently bought a house and moved from Scottsdale, Arizona to Washington, D.C. Come along with us as we decorate, organize, DIY, and deep clean this new house on a budget in the series From House to Home. In today's video, we are actually going to be redoing my powder room. This room is so narrow and it's so weirdly shaped, so it was definitely challenging, but I absolutely love the way it came out. So I hope you guys enjoy this video too. There's honestly so many DIYs, I've lost count. So the first thing though that we're actually just gonna get out of the way, I really wanted to do an accent wall. I think I just have such renter's mentality since this is the first house that we actually bought. I just never realized like, oh yeah, like I can paint these walls now. So I wanted to paint this wall black. This might be an unpopular opinion, but it looks so moody and so cool. I'm obsessed with the result. To enhance that black wall that we just painted, I really wanted to make a minimal little shelf. Now, this shelf is not something you're gonna be putting your heavyweights on. This is just for decor purposes only. For this shelf DIY, you need very minimal supplies. So a scrap piece of wood, I'm using cotton rope to attach it to the wall, and some stain. The first step in this DIY is you just need to figure out where the holes need to go. So you obviously want them to be in the center, and I wanted them about 1.5 inches in from the edge. Now that I've stained it, it's just time to feed the rope through. However, my rope was just a bit too thick, so I ended up having to separate it. And now I'm just gonna apply some tape to the ends to make it easier to feed the rope through the hole. And now with both sides pulled through, it's just time to tie little knots on the other side of the shelf and hang it on the wall. I really love how this shelf came out, and I think what's so nice about this is it's totally customizable. This bathroom is so narrow, and I didn't want people to get up from using the bathroom and like hit their head on this big old shelf. So it's nice that I could make something that's just a little decor focal point and have it be unique to the space. We are going to be making a trinket dish. You need very minimal supplies for this, just some cotton rope and some hot glue. The first step is to tie the cotton rope in a nice solid knot and then flatten out the knot as much as you can and trim off the excess. So after you've kind of flattened out your knot, you're just going to place hot glue on the side of the knot and then attach the following piece of rope around it, just to kind of make a circle shape. And of course, this process is super repetitive. You're just going to apply the hot glue and then attach the rope to the hot glue. A few things are really nice about this project. Number one, it has very little supplies, and number two is you can make whatever shape you want to make. So it's very customizable, which is always something I like to have in my DIYs. After you've gotten like a nice solid base to your dish, you're just going to want to apply the hot glue ever so slightly higher than you did before. So then that way you're actually building the shape of a bowl. I wanted to make it just like a little more interesting, so I have had this suede fabric, so I'm just gonna apply it in between the pieces of the rope. For me, if you choose to do this, this is obviously optional. I wanted the suede to kind of lie flat so it wouldn't make my rope super uneven. And like I said before, this is a super repetitive DIY, so you're just gonna keep applying glue and then going around it with your fabric. This is how it looks at this stage. I don't think I'm gonna go too much more because I want it to be kind of smaller, because trinket dishes are usually smaller, but you can make this however big as you want. After you've gotten the size that you want, you're just gonna trim the cotton rope, flatten it out, and hot glue it to the inside of the bowl. For this DIY, it's super versatile. You can put jewelry in here if you want to put like little Q-tips or whatever other little accessories that you gravitate towards, maybe lip glosses. And what's nice about this is you can make so many of them so inexpensively, and it's so easy to do. Next up, we are gonna make a bathroom canister from an old pretzel container. The first thing I needed to do was try and get as much of the label off as I could, but it didn't really matter because I'm covering it anyway. I'm gonna use this black spray paint by Rust-Oleum. I think it's in Farmhouse Black. I'll make sure I link it in the description. And I have this old cabinet knob. I'm just applying that with some hot glue to the center of the lid. And then I'm just going to take this old leather fabric and wrap it around the bottom, and I'll attach that fabric using a hot glue gun. I'd probably say the most challenging part of this DIY is you want to make your cuts super straight, because if it's not, you'll have this weird overlap at the bottom, which I did not want. So that took up the most time, but honestly, after you get that down, it's smooth sailing from this point on. Now that I've got the exact right size that I needed, it's just time to hot glue the fabric to the actual container. I left a little bit off of the top because I was gonna cover it with cotton rope anyhow. So now I'm just going around hot gluing the cotton rope, a very similar concept to what we did with the Trinket Dish, and just going around. It's very repetitive, hot glue, cotton rope, you know the drill. And I just placed the cotton rope in the places that I felt like would look the best, as well as the black suede fabric, and this was the final result. I mean, how excited can you get about a trash can? But I feel like every opportunity that you have to add decor to a room, you should do that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I post DIY home decor content every week. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye.